Yeah, for anyone's legend, I can see, like, we don't really see level 1s that often anymore, now that the game is a lot faster and level 1 waves come. Wave being in a position where they're going to be super unsafe and you suspect to a gank from Tarzan's Pantheon, or are they just going to let Kyle and Hope push it in? They proc the full facial passive from
going well.
Yeah, well, flash in for Hope. Wait a minute, Chachi and Fongyue just win the two.
I feel like Tarzan was kind of trying to mind game the W. To not have it be interrupted by or buffered by Ambessa's R.
And I don't 369 push in.
I think they're smart to wait for this one. It's a no flash Scion. Pillar
he showed. Okay,
yeah.
Well, there's the pillar, there's the public execution, but he buffers with the unstoppable onslaught. Nigel tries to flash to interrupt it. Just one more auto attack will do the trick, but here comes the Grand Starfall, and the response from Tarzan is just that much greater. Nio now in a world of hurt because he flashed to try to stop Flandre from escaping. That's the all-star jungler coming in to bail out. Nio does get a chance to secure the grab. They jump onto Cream. He flashes away, but Shanks falls up. Emperor's Divide. Swoop-de-whoop. Good night to Cream. And Nio is now in a position where he has to force the fight onto Shanks. Trades one back. Top Esports bot lane is the first one to the play, but Tarzan blocks all the incoming damage with the Empowered Aegis Assault. Hope with the flash and the Arc of Ruin slows down Nio enough for Tarzan to slay him with the Comet Spear. Chachi's the next one to fall. Fongyue makes it out alive, but anyone's legend are for the better on the play.
Cream
is a lot of boom boom. I almost thought that we were about to get another boom boom in that bottom side jungle, because that was one of the places that anyone's legend did get pretty much pwned by BLG in their previous series.
Tarzan's close. He's ulting.
Uh-oh, 369 forced to flash away, but here comes the unstoppable onslaught. Does not connect. 369 able to dodge it, but a flash for the mocking shout into the slow. But Fongyue comes in, pumps away Tarzan, and now Flandre might be in danger. He needs to wait for another soul for the shield. The pillar is there. Massive glacial fissure for the knockup from the back line. What's happening on bot side? Hope just beat Chachi in a 1v1 and back to top lane. Now Nio's on the run. Anyone's legend is winning out once again. They lose Flandre, but a price of 1 death for 3 kills. I take that trade all day, every day.
I thought that they were going to have the numbers advantage when Cream was coming in. Focus right on Cream. They're not going to waste their time with the Ambassador, the Trundle. They're going to take down the damage target and Cream, remove him immediately.
Hope's in trouble, still has flash. He uses it, but he's getting flashed on by Nio as well, but he gets away! The peeling and the space provided by the rest of his team allows him to escape. He heals a little bit. Tarzan goes back. Then the shockwave misses on the Tarzan. He finally goes down. But at this point, it's just an anyone's legends fight to win. Triple for Shanks. It's almost looking like a quadra, but Hope picks up the last kill. And this one is looking done and dusted.
I think it's GG. It's 4K gold lead for AL, and no towers have fallen. They can really pressure these towers, get a lot more gold in their pockets, and I don't know what happened to kick off this fight from Top Esports. But, I mean, frankly, looking at a few sloppy fights coming out from Top kind of back to back to back here, Rafa.
Oh my God,
369.
369. Oh no, Flandre. Well, we've hit that point in the matchup where the tank is strong, and this probably is GG.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, I really like how Tarzan pathed to target the Ambessa. I think that taking the Pantheon, that global presence, and just ensuring they can win that 2v2 top side was a big difference.
Fight continues. Oh boy, and the tempo taken advantage of by Tarzan with the Grand Starfall completely isolates Fongyue. Nio cannot get in to bail out his support. It is just anyone's legend. What? Another 1v1? Okay, both kills going down.
That's a nice shutdown for Jachi.
Yeah, 760 gold in the pocket. I'll take that if you are Jachi.
Like, I don't really see the angle, like, from the play kicking off where Top can win that outside of Tarzan's on Herald.
What the hell is happening?
Okay, well, the chaos continues.
Yep. Welcome to LPL. If this is your first time watching, this is what happens in these games. It's just fighting all the time, every time. Flandre does not go down because he's way too tanky, but they did drop one.
And we're just not seeing that from 369 and Cream so far this season.
And it's been the focus of pretty much all of our discussions about Top Esports every time we come into a series for the day. As 369 in a world of trouble. Good shield on the repudiation, but just not enough to survive the dive. It does open up a window for against a deficit of 5,000 gold.
Yeah, this focus on the 369 has been very nice.
Oh no.
From Tarzan this game. As bounced off the pillar.
Yep. Unlucky for Nio. I don't know if he was spotted on a jungler ward here at 21 minutes, so anyone's legend feel bold enough to just force his Baron.
Andre's level 15, holding the door. And yeah, I don't know if they can get in. Shanks pumping against Cream there. He's already at half. And they can leave Sion.
Hang on, they're not burning down this Baron fast enough, I believe. It's still at 5,000 HP. So, one of the things that we've learned about this season, Matt, is that Baron is incredibly harder to...
too, because I know we only have today and tomorrow on this patch.
Yep. Flandre getting engaged on with a subjugate. Tarzan jumps onto Nio's face first. Decimating Smash gets another knockup, but it's a follow-up from the rest of Top Esports trying to barrel on through. Flandre eventually brought down. Kyle with the flash looking for the Glacial Fissure onto the back line, but rest of Top Esports, they've already taken their kill, and the flash from Kyle to dodge the public execution. It could have been another setup for Top Esports. Justin took their time to make sure that they could all move in at once so that they didn't get pounced upon by Top Esports waiting in the river for this dragon fight. But in the end, anyone's legend does pick up the dragon, and Top Esports or not, that's his soul furnace stacks.
Yeah, he does.
Now I understand. I was like, why does that number look significantly different? Hang on, Glacial Fissure on to 3. It allows Kyle to escape and engage from Fong Yue. Took about almost half of his HP as punishment, but does make it out alive.
Yeah, it's an ult for nothing. So that's a loss for AL, and going to give Top Esports that crab and more control over this top side.
Dude, Top Esports just oh, it's so dangerous. Because if you get shredded and then Shanks and Hope just rip you apart, that's not ideal for Top Esports. I feel like you would just rather try and force anyone's legend to start the Baron so that you can capitalize on top of that. But
I think getting 369 gold was the biggest win they could have gotten in that last sequence. Was outside the brush basing, and the ward in that red side brush fought him. And I think that's what AL kind of ripped this off of. But man, that's a big mistake. Jockey taking that damage bad.
Remember, he doesn't have boots. I think he already used his Valkyrie. Still holding on to the flash and the barrier. Big shockwave, though. Tarzan gets dropped. He's still at the GA. Shanks goes flying in. Good night, Chachi. Shanks has done his job and assassinated the AD carry. A flash from Cream to try and take out Shanks and make a trade. He goes golden. He stalls time. But Cream could be the next on the chopping block, and with a common spear to the head, he goes down in the dirt. Anyone's legend find the final window, and we'll close out game 1.
Hope was able to get out, keeping 369 down all game. Pays off in the last fight for AL, as 369 could not connect on Hope in the backline. Hope did play that fight out very well. He got low, but he flashed the public execution, able to use the Transcendence to kite enough with the Braum passive to survive. And while that wasn't the case for Joshi on the other side, thanks to Shanks, he's the only one in the gray screen, but he gets his team to win.
Definitely took a while in the mid-game for anyone's legend to close the game out off of what we felt like was a distinct advantage.
Now, for AL, it is Cataclysm. It is heroic entrance from Galio. The lockdown's real. The only thing that I'll say is that Merctra is going to feel really good on the side of Top Esports this game. I think they had last year. Some of it for me was pending on, you know, what Flandre's champion pool was and how effective it was as well. So see if that can continue to be effective. He's definitely a good Galio player.
Wait a minute. Really good follow-up. Flash Hope. Nicely done, even after the flash.
But, I mean, I don't really know what to say there, Rafa. There's a lack of barrier, and you're opting into fighting Varus Leona this early. That's not a great strategy. Seeing if Joshi was taking barrier or cleanse, and it just turns out the cleanse was so late that I don't feel bad anymore. Okay, that goes sideways. Dive in. Good night.
Wow.
Yep.
Two-man knock-up. Easy peasy. Lemon
squeeze. It doesn't give you much agency at all. Out of the mid lane, it's really tough to reach poke Varus with anything, but
they're just kind of flipping and seeing and hoping for the best. And Tarzan's gonna revisit bot lane. Cleanse is available for Joshi, but you cannot cleanse a knockup. Does cleanse the stun, but that just makes it easier for Tarzan to lay down the CC. Kyle takes up the turret aggro beautifully, and it's now 2 kills for Hope total on. Well, Tarzan's gonna contest Nio on this grub pit. Nio does secure 1 with the smite, but the Cyclone does buy some time. Tarzan deciding whether he wants to flash out of the pit or not. Equalizer comes through, and Tarzan ends up going down swinging. Wait a minute. Can Cream pop off here? Realm Warp is used to reposition Shanks out of danger. Flandre didn't go through. What? How'd that happen?
All right, we're
Cream's
back.
about to get a triple kill right here.
The game's
Top
back.
Esports.
Woo.
They might be back in the game.
Given away by AL. Top Esports, they had all the control. They have the strength right now, and AL going to go find luck elsewhere.
You called out. Mid jungle advantage. Wukong being on that Trinity Force. Gunblade for Cream. It's a scary prospect. And Hope. He has Flash. But the Chain of Corruptions does not really work out in the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, nicely done by Nio to be able to get over that ultimate. And now
have access to that TP, so more waves will be lost. Tarzan answering, taking away camps on the top side, and Cream flashless.
Rune Prison could layer up the EQ. Oh, barely misses the knockup.
We'll put Cream.
Green doesn't want to. Okay, I thought he was going to jungle and the ADC. Top Esports are already trying to assemble position for this Rift Herald fight 30 seconds before it starts up, but they're looking for Fong Yue first, and Nio just says, I'm sorry, friend, I cannot bail you out. Tarzan already pressuring Jachi out of the pit, but they don't finish off Fong Yue, so he escapes.
TP. I think the TP takes honestly pretty nice, because this is far enough before Rift Herald where this gives AL options. They can play into the Rift Herald, or they can also play away from it and just win out in the TP play. Yeah.
Or it might just be coming up soon.
Look at Nio. Nio's not spotted.
Waiting for the moment. Cyclone at the ready. Kyle's going to face check into the Wukong. Fong Yue stuns up for now. Top Esports forced to give up their position and cannot commit to the flank, but it does allow Cream to get back in space.
That was honestly good defense there from top.
The only person that they chunked out. Yeah, they only chunked out Fong Yue, but everyone else is pretty healthy to look for the play. It does force out the TP from Flandra. Nio brings it to 3K. They're looking for 369 on the left side. Nio's forced out of the pit. The bullet. What? He still secured the Rift Herald over the wall. That's crazy. Top Esports now looking for the re-engage. Equalizer forces anyone's legend to split up. Tarzan flashing after Cream, trying to finish off the Akali in the back line. Fong Yue, can he stop him from getting on top of Cream? He backs away for now. 369 steps up, turns on the Jets. Jachi getting assassinated on the right side from Shanks' rise. But the rest of Top Esports are starting to corral. They want to be able to fight through their way on the front line, but Shanks collapsing in forces Top Esports to retreat. 369 getting slowed now, and the rest of Anyone's Legend can finally run him down with arrows in the back. Anyone's Legend. It was a weird fight. They're going to continue the play. The taunt does not connect, but it sets up Hope to find a triple. Can he get more? The turret aggro is ramping up, so Anyone's Legend.
And, yeah, I mean, Top Esports they got baited in too far again here. They split up, and this fight was all AL. But I really feel like the engage from Kyle picking the top side punished a poor setup for top, because they had MF only in a position to ult the objective. After that, Jachi couldn't play out the fight from there, just given the positioning of his teammates and how AL went in. So I think
targets, and they're for different purposes. Like you said, two of them were used to either get out of the pit or just to finish off the objective. And now we have another fight on this top left side. Nio already spinning, trying to win the fight. Shanks is getting brought super low. Cream dashes in for the perfect execution, but already missed. Gets Rune prisoned up. Bullet time starting to rip through. Kyle totally isolated. Tarzan and Shanks are forced to bail, and this time it's Top Esports that come up swinging.
That wasn't available to him there because of the collapse from top. Very well played.
Gonna look for a collapse though. 369, no flash available, so Tarzan sends it for an immediate cataclysm into the full combo of both of his solo laners to follow.
Back is Fondre gonna join the team now. I don't love... Top Esports just gave away a lot of space there with Cream arriving late. I think that Cream is going to have to go all the way around now to find a flank.
Fong Yue, flashback to Storm, looking in. Equalizer right over the top, but Hope is out of the death zone there. Third Dragon goes over to Top Esports, but here's the heroic entrance in the Cataclysm. Cream looking for the backline right now. Kyle getting brought insanely low. Hope is being bought space, but Nio flashes in, tries to give him a couple more bonk sticks, and the rest of Anyone's Legend are just going to sacrifice Hope to the win. They're going to look for the next play onto Jachi instead, but Tarzan too low, can't sustain with the Sundered Sky procs, and Shanks just cannot supply the damage.
Middle of that realm warp to me, and didn't end up following along the train. So I think that re-engage might have been there for AL if Tarzan was in that realm warp.
Taken. I'd have 2 nickels, which it's not a lot, but it is strange that Anyone's Legend has fallen victim to it now twice. Another combo. Jachi rips, and Kyle is trying to get away from now. Tarzan immediately turns on to Cream, but the perfect execution gets out of the Cataclysm, deletes Kyle, and Shanks is the next one to fall, and Cream is A-OK to walk out of the fight. Top Esports still rocking with all 5, and they're going to try their luck at this Baron.
I really think that when AL looks at this game again, they're going to want to look at that grub fight and how they threw this one away. As they had this game snowballing in their favor with a lot of momentum. I think that once Top got that foothold, I mean, Top played this one out well. Cream, good comeback game this time around, and Nio's had a really solid game, Rafa. This has been a really good look for Nio.
He has managed to stay alive in every near-death encounter.
The problem in game 1, and a couple of these rolling gauges have been very nice, straightforward, and sound for top esports in game 2. We're going to catch out Kyle, and he's going to fall.
Oh, no. And if they don't get vision now, it's going to be way too hard once top esports are able to push in all of these side lanes and have full control of this bottom side jungle. Tarzan looking for it.
Okay.
Cataclysm right onto Nio, but he just clone dashes out of it. Here comes a response TP with Cream. Nio spinning with the Cyclone. Cream immediately looks for the backline. Shuriken does not quite connect, but he looks for Flandra instead anyway, as well as Kyle. And both of the frontline members for anyone's legend are gone. Top Esports is going to take this opportunity to push in, open up the base. Not sure if they're going to try to go for the game end, but they have a free window to look at the Mountain Soul if they want to afterwards. But look at this, Matt. They want to push. They want to go all the way to the end. Found Volume Wave, Flash, Magnet Storm, finds Hope. And this could just be it.
GG's.
Top Esports looking for the win with all 5 pushing in. Game 3 is on the horizon, folks. And it's Top Esports pushing anyone's legend to the brink. Kyle comes back from the grave, tries to save the game, but Tarzan gets dropped alongside the rest of them. GG, well played. We're going to game 3.
Really nice game.
The answer in Top Esports eyes is correct. Wow. So off of quite a impressive performance from Nio in the face of Tarzan in game 2, they are giving him the keys to the kingdom. Does go wide. Tarzan is going to at least respect the presence of Nio here. But this could be a smite fight. Yep. Watch for 600. 800, he dashes in. Tarzan wins the flip, and now Nio's in a world of trouble. Nio, even if he flashes away, I don't think he gets out alive. The flashback in? No way, they win it! Oh my goodness, Nio, with the help of Kreen, turn the 2v1, and that's first blood for the Viego. Now 2v2 all in. Fongway flashes over the grand entrance. Kyle's about to get dropped by Chachi, but not before Hope is able to take a bite out of Fongway's health bar. Chachi with purple and blue guns isn't enough to overturn the fight. Hope with the barrier, looks for one more boomerang play, barely misses, but one more on attack, gets the job.
So, no access to barrier might have been the difference in that 2v2.
Looking for Hope right now. They know he does not have flash. They proc the spell shield early so that Viego's stun could connect, but they don't have enough damage to follow up on the play. And Tarzan committed to the dragon, secures it, and now he's ready to turn the fight if necessary. Cream forced to use the Scatter of the Week just to keep Shanks at bay. Top Esports don't find anything in the trade.
Dragon does go over to AL.
But Nio now is in the wings, and Flandra does not have ulti, so he's going to have to time this flash perfectly on the W. Goes invisible with the W. The patience, not enough, but Kyle's here to turn the play. Oh boy, Nio comes up tails. And he might be flipping burgers if he gets run down by the rest of anyone's legend here. Shanks pops the ghost. He's ready to run down this Viego and ruin this king. He goes back in, tries to turn it for a reset, but it ain't happening anytime.
Able to step out of that Q coming in after the scatter. And the move speed buffs that he gets, like the percentage scaling, it's quite significant. I think that's why he won Ghost probably too.
Tarzan does secure it, but look at this. Trinity Force available for Nio. The first reset is going to come in soon. He can get a chance to possess the Xin Zhao. Jochi tries to run him down. Looks for the Gravitum setup. Looking for Kyle next. Heartbreaker comes in. That's 2 for Nio. And even though anyone's legend get the dragon, they play to the strength of their Trinity Force spike. And Nio... This composition is built to let Nio thrive. And now he's found Hope. With no summoner spells, this should be an easy pickup. One more breather of the Ruin King, but Tarzan flashes in, but the rest of Top Esports are ready to bail him out, and now Tarzan has overcommitted. Top Esports are starting to run away with the game.
That was a risky one from Tarzan. I didn't exactly see how that play initially was set up, but going in to save your AD there, I mean, Tarzan gave away his life trying to save Hope. And that lead that Hope had where he was up with the 2 early kills, it's gone completely to the wayside. That's another kill, by the way. Kyle is probably going to go down. Jochi. Ooh, okay. Lots comes in. Shield. Yeah, Jochi was not able to chase. Had red-white. Do not fight tag was up. Uses that to melt the turret in his 701st game in his LPL career. on his classic Renekton. His job's to hold the line this game, Rafa, and he's going to be behind a little bit, but I still think he can do so.
Which line was, or maybe it was something that wasn't aware of, but it's all good. Top Esports pushing big chicken nugget away from Tarzan.
Saber are probably my two really big moments. I will say that giving away Soul Point to AL with a Cassio Sivir comp, I find to be quite dangerous.
Nio, you're gonna have the Heartbreak, but he still gets charmed by the quickness, forced to flash away, and it's a big disengage that comes out from Top Esports. But now that is a Viego without flash, so the next time he goes in,
I didn't gamble though. I didn't get anything for it, you know. Like it's just an L.
Anyone's Legend now have a solid win condition to play for in the next 4 minutes. Meanwhile, 369 into 1v2 was trying to engage onto Flandra. Double slice and dice away, but Tarzan has the audacious charge to flash for 369. Not sure how he was getting out of that play anytime soon. Rest of Top Esports, at least.
True. It's out live, and the patch is in 2 days, so that's fine.
Okay.
It beats the gotcha ads. Oh.
Flandra clipped by a nice scat of the week from Cream. Yeah, good night to the So this will deny the chance for Anyone's Legend to establish vision control. They're dashing onto Cream. He already lost the Edge Veil, or the Banshees. Forced to flash away what could have been a collapse from Anyone's Legend.
A Dragon Soul might be spawning, but given the real estate of bot jungle...
Anyone's Legend now propping an early teleport from Flandra so that he can get in position for this Infernal Soul.
Why did top put so much time and resources into the top side when this Soul is spawning and they're the stronger team? That is a bit perplexing to me. They're late on this, and AL is going to be able to hit it.
369 forced to TP, even though he wasn't even that far away. He just needs to be here for the play. Dredge line goes wide. Good use of miasma from Shanks to keep space right now. A lot of ultimates being exchanged at the moment. Quickness to hold the line. All 3 members get charmed. The first reset does not go through. Nio cannot get into the pit. And it's looking like Anyone's Legends fight to run. Nio forced to bail. Nobody drops from Anyone's Legend. I see the facepalm from Cubby in my monitor.
The fact that top didn't invest into actually controlling that side of the map is a fundamental issue that Konami would have never allowed.
Not a single miss.
No, well,
now,
and that's Toy Story 4. I'm with Quentin. I stopped watching.
That doesn't count. Anyway, Flandra gonna lead the charge alongside Kyle with the quickness. First one is the target on Defongway, and poor Cream is forced to flash away. Tarzan picks up 2 in an instant, and the rest of Top Esports, this reset composition, the fantasy for Nio is starting to crumble, just like his late wife, and unfortunately for anyone's, or Top Esports, oh, man, that was a little dark.
Oh, we may not be able to cast again after this one, Rafa. It's been...
It's lore. Hang on. It's Viego lore.
In here for Top Esports. I really like the formation that AL has right now, with Hope and Shanks kind of bouncing back and forth. They don't need to pull or risk this Elder. They win out in the poke war. They just need to not have engages. Or not have a clean engage come in against like full top.
Oh, they're looking right onto Cream as he steps up. They know that he didn't have flash from the prior siege. And good night to Cream. Anyone's Legend, blow him up, and the rest of the Pandas are on the victory march.
It's all the best series so far from Nio and Fongway. Even if it's not a win, I actually can see some positives taken away from this series for Top Esports. But AL, better team on the deck.
369, one last Hail Mary just to try and clear the wave, but Anyone's Legend are going to push on anyway. Fongway back from the grave, gets sent back to it just as quickly. The Nexus turrets fall, and Anyone's Legend will take the series 2-1 against Top Esports.
You know what? Coming into the day, we thought it...